All right, we're here back again on Spring Trends right here on Western Spring Television. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei. What we do on the show is speak to critical issues trending on social media, Instagram, Facebook, on X, and we get to see or hear the people's reaction, try to feel their pulse on, the situation. Femi Ojo is here. Good morning. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining me.
good to be here again to talk about this.
All right, let's get to work.
Mm.
Very first story this morning is the statement made by Aliko Dangote,
Mm.
asking marketers to stop importing fuel,
Mm.
saying we have enough. And, he has made it clear that we have what can go around all across the country.
Yeah,
We can even export
yeah.
to other African
Other
countries. And
nations
by
can
the
come
way,
and buy,
Ghana is contemplating buying
from us.
from Dangote
Our brothers, let them come.
refinery. Yeah, they said it will be. They feel it to be definitely it will be cheaper
Yeah,
instead
and
of going
importing from Europe. Yeah,
exactly. And they are saying that if they do this, they know that it will bring a reduction in the price of fuel.
mm.
And I'm saying, I mean, we do. It seems a prophet, how is it said? Yes, a prophet is without
It's not
honor
honored
in his
in
own
his land.
hometown.
That's all.
Because if Ghana, our brothers, like you said, our brothers
Our
there,
brothers,
are saying they want to come
Charlie, yeah,
and come and buy fuel
PL.
from our Dangote refinery, and
Mm.
we that have the refinery,
We
we are
to
still
buy.
going outside
Mm.
to buy. I mean,
Yeah.
it speaks to the kind of system we run
It's not
in our
giving.
country.
Mm.
But let's take reactions at this
Yeah.
time. Ojo Adisa says, you should reduce the price for them. They will patronize you. And Enoch says he should beat import with price, not this cheap blackmail, to think he even attempted to strong arm them just a week ago. Omoya teacher says, just for fun, Nigerian NNPC and Dangote. A man can abandon his 4 wives and start chasing side chick.
Mm.
This is a story of NNPC that abandoned its 4 refineries to be a distributor at Dangote refinery. All right.
Yeah, teacher, is he small doctor?
No.
Okay.
So he just said, no, I think so. I don't know. But then it is what it is, and this is just for the laughs. And his illustration, is actually
You
quite.
have 4 wives, you see the chicks, side chick.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for? All right, Lorenzo Magnifico says there will be transparency in buying from Dangote. Importation is shrouded mystery, especially on the quality of the products. The folks importing do not seem to like transparency. Femi, your thoughts on this issue?
I think the issue of him, the man said he has over 500 million liters of petrol, in his tank, and that if people will even come and buy it, he will be making money. But that why we import and the NMPC are still importing.
And it says he cannot be. He's not a retailer.
Yeah,
he cannot
that
sell
he doesn't do retail. To put tank and then be building filling stations. That he doesn't do that. But then there must be a reason for that. I think we should not just take that words hook, line, and sinker. What is the matter now? What is the process of accessing your fuel? These are the issues. If actually is selling at the best price obtainable, why we marketers want to import? Go through the rigors of importing. Something is there that we are not. That's not clear.
There's
That's
this question
issue.
about why.
If I can get from you for 4 naira, why must I go and buy 5 naira?
Why can't Dangote tell us how much is selling?
That's the thing.
Marketers.
People have said you should come clean to these issues. If actually you are selling at the best price possible, somebody will not wait and go to Qatar and Germany and Russia to import these things. They should complain and say, Mr. Boda Aliko, Megida, I beg, talk through on this man. Not just I think it will not be far from the truth to say maybe he's talking and playing on the sentiment of Nigerians. Nigerians, they are loving whatever he's doing or his company is doing, but he can do more. I think this is the time he needs to come clean. Don't just be posting like you are a victim. I think he's in this state of being victimized, playing the victim. He should come through. You have a business to run. Give it to people at the best price possible for you, at the cheapest price, obtainable for the market and see if actually they won't come. If I can buy something from you, best quality, at 3 naira, and it pays you, why must I go and buy 5 naira from Sokoto? Something is not clear. Clear. I think that's the thing.
All right. So while we'll speak to, the marketers to go buy from Dangote, we should also speak to Dangote to let us know how much is selling to marketers, so we can actually know where the issue, where the challenge is, and who is trying to sabotage this. All right, so we keep our fingers crossed as to how this will pan out in the coming weeks and months. Let's move on to the next story. Now, this story is with a video. This story is... All right, let's check this particular story now. They say it is the woes of Jakpada. Someone posted and said, Usman Ishiako says, my monthly allowance as a PhD student in the UK was 1,550 pounds per month. That's 3.4 million naira. I finished and returned back to a job that pays today's equivalent of 250,000 naira per month. I was patriotic until I realized how foolish I was and I left. The foolishness was my assumption that Nigeria needs my expertise and that somehow I can be able to feed my family with such unlivable salary. Anyone with a job offer who decides to stay back abroad is only responding to the realities of life in Nigeria today. Nobody cares, even if you are Albert Einstein. Where people are struggling to eat 3 square meals is not a place PhD graduates will be willing to return to unless you just want to be politically correct and lie to yourself. So Usman Isiako is one who, jackpot to the UK and jackpotted to Nigeria, and when he saw the condition in the country, he rejected.
Yeah, that's the thing. He rejected.
He rejected to the UK, and this actually opened some series of people who actually jackpotted. I mean, if you do not know that term jackpot is fleeing one place to another, and it's a term that has been used over time, and it has been conventionally accepted as people that move from Nigeria to other countries in search of greener pastures. Now, Jakpada is those that actually moved from Nigeria to other countries, probably for education or for greener pastures. And, maybe in the spirit of patriotism, they decide to come back to Nigeria to contribute their own quota to the development of the country. And that's what I mean by Jakpada. But this guy, Jakpada and Rejakpada. So let's look at comments from other people. Genius Honora Eze says, I returned to Nigeria from the UK with a PhD and my salary was 142,000 naira. I would like to know in what year this was, because if this was in the year, say, 2010, it's quite like it's still something, maybe 2000, it's still something. Well, if it was in 2020, my brother, it's an insult. It's such disrespect. Let's see. Scroll Diop says, the best decision I made after completing my PhD was staying back in the US, which I never regretted. Initially, I planned to return to Nigeria to contribute my own quota to its development. Thanks to one of my egbons that said, "Share you my share one more." This kind of thing. You have to say it in a language that you understand. If you say it in English, it will not enter your akiyemi. And Taggy17 says, why will a PhD holder be looking for a job instead of creating one? Are you not supposed to invent something or have a breakthrough with your research? Lots of international grants are available to fund this research. Worst case, you become a consultant, not struggling for jobs with fresh graduates. We need to change our mindset and learn how to take charge. Who will employ a PhD holder except education sector? They cannot pay you. Wow. So Taggy17 is coming from another angle, saying you are not a fresh graduate, you're not a master's degree holder. This is doctorate degree, and what they do there is more of research. Yeah, so that's what Taggy is saying. Benny Ben says, your school sat cannot feed you in Nigeria except you have another side hustle that earns you extra money. Nigeria is just a place you have your dream. But if you want that dream to become a reality, then you need to plant your foot in another country, except you're politically guarded. All right, it says even Angel Michael will not want to work and live in Nigeria. Benny Benz, how did you know? Has he had any conversation with Angel Michael before? But Femi, what do you think about this series? You know, the Jackpas, the Japians and the Japadians.
Well, I think everybody has a choice to make in life. Either you want to stay, or you want to move. Just make sure you calculate it before you venture.
Yeah.
But then people, there are persons who say that, okay, you are supposed to be creating businesses and whatever. Also, PhD holders, not everybody is supposed to do. There are researchers who what they do is to keep researching and then, make it useful for industries, and some of all these things accept. But then to say PhD holders, except in education, might not be, employable. I think that's not entirely true. But then it is the system that we operate. So if Japai or Japadai or Japadai is whatever the option is for you, let everybody do whatever works for them, actually. Either you want to. There are some persons that have told me they will never leave this country, and it's their choice.
It's their choice.
So that's it.
All right. Let's move on to our next story this morning. And I said that earlier that it comes with a video. For some days now, a particular video has been trending of a Nigerian lawmaker, a member of the House of Representatives representing Abia North and South, Honorable Alexander, who actually bullied and assaulted a Bolt driver, slapped the guy 2 times or 3 times, called him all sorts of names, using curse words on this guy. And this man didn't retaliate. He was videoing him, and he said, come on, you can video me. Call the IG. I mean, he said all sorts of stuff to the guy. And I said yesterday that you cannot watch that video and not get livid. A lawmaker telling a Nigerian that I can make you disappear in this country and nothing will happen. Let's watch this video, which he calls an apology. He extended an apology, he released a statement, and also read out an apology on the floor of the Green Chambers. We'll watch this video and come back to take reactions.
I just want to state once again that I am human. Even though there was things were said, and those things I regret. I apologize to all Nigerians, regardless of the provocation. There should be no reason why I should react in that form. So I want to use this opportunity to appeal to all Nigerians. Let us let what has happened remain in the past, and let us forge forward.
All right, so that is Honorable Alexander Ikwege saying that let bygones be bygones. Let's all that remain in the past and let's move forward. We have things to do. We cannot stay in the past. I'm human. Everyone could have reacted that way. I apologize, and I am, I regret every of my action, but you all need to know that I'm human, and as a human, I also can do that. But I apologize to the person that I afflicted that assault on, and I apologize to the entirety of Nigerians. But see, I need us to leave all that in the past and let's move on. Femi, I told you yesterday that this is where this thing will end. An apology, and that's it. The highest he can do is probably pay for damages to the guy. Which
he said they have reached an amicable settlement.
But Nigerians everywhere are calling for his resignation, and
may resign. This one.
If he doesn't resign, they are calling for some sort of
will start.
prosecution.
If this guy will resign, then 5 a.m. will start with a hot song.
All right, let's take reaction before we get Femi give his own 2 cents on the matter. Studio 360+ _ media says, that's how every one of you will keep professing I am human. I still think disciplinary measures should be meted out. And Fafore Taiwo says, it's the arrogance in his tone for me still. Nobody you go tell us to forge forward or not, Baba. And Michael Sells New York says, which kind of proud apology is this? This guy should never be allowed into any position of power. He is power drunk. And I think I said it yesterday when you asked the question if the guy is drunk. I said he's actually power drunk. Official DJ Nyan says, your resignation is the apology would be fine with. Or better still, find that bold guy. Apologize to him in person on camera. Other than that, you're just talking to yourself. A human without self-control now waiting. Femi, a human without self-control is what?
Now bingo. That person said bingo. Goat is even better because you can say it's greatest of all time. That one are bingo.
Oh God.
Now, 4 good things for me. Number 1, you offend in that manner. You're a public office holder. You are telling me firstly that you are human. I should just know.
You're giving a condition for your apology.
Only Shiwawu. They should just say that you are mad. Number 2, he said it was blah 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 yada 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 yada. At the end of the day, he said let's just move on.
Forget the past.
Forget the past and let's move on.
How about bag your
the guy even wear clean shaven, he carry conflicts, put
at the point let's move forward.
Number 3, very important for me. I saw the 5-minute charade that he did.
You call that charade?
It's a charade.
That's an apology.
That's a charade, you know.
From a respected member.
I know it is about. That's a dishonorable person there. I say it with all intent and purpose. He said he has apologized. Nigerians, I'm apologizing. The house, I'm apologizing. And I watched that video twice. There was no statement in which he said, Mr. I forgot the name of that man. Abba something. Abba Swaye, I'm sorry to you. The most important person in this discussion is that man that he harassed. I watched that video twice, and I dare Nigerians to watch that video, that same one, like 5 minutes of his charade. There was no place he said, to the person that I offended, I am sorry. No, you only started with the fact that he has been in constant communication with the guy, and they have reached an amicable solution or settlement. That's what and you know what that one can mean. But he was saying he apologizes to Nigerians that were not there. The house, the institution that he has brought under his rep, that were not there. The person who slap. This man didn't apologize categorically. That's nonsense. Number 3, I was just seeing a video now when Benjamin Kalu, that's the deputy speaker of the house, is the one sitting in charge for now, who said they will not suspend the honorable, I don't want to call him that name, that rep, that they will not suspend him as Nigerians are expecting. These are the words of Honorable Benjamin Kalu.
But they have actually referred the matter to the Committee on Ethics.
What would the Ethics Committee do?
In the House.
The speaker sitting said, we will not do that. So which is like just the Nigeria police said they are investigating this matter. Do you investigate a clear matter? What? They want to see what? What exactly do they want to see? Yesterday you were saying maybe the guy was a dispatch rider. The guy said it in his release. He's a Uber driver. So he wasn't a dispatch guy.
No, I said he's an Uber driver working as a dispatcher because he didn't bring anybody.
Yeah.
He brought goods.
Yeah.
He was sent on an errand as a dispatcher.
Well, depends on whatever it is. Yeah. Maybe it was just, okay, can you deliver this thing to
a that was what happened.
I would deliver it. Yeah. Let the person come and take it.
Yeah.
And, the guy sounds educated, actually, because he was calm. Like, even they wind the guy at some point. Say, do you know this is what you are doing? He say, yeah. And what's the problem of Nigerian big people? Do you know who I am? Are you having memory loss? Are you having self-identity problem?
The question should be, who are you? Because Nigerians made you who you are. You can't be telling your employer, do you know who I am?
What's the matter? Some persons are saying, what's inside that package?
That's snails. Not business. They say it's snails.
That's not business, by the way. But then, I think these are risks of the usual. Nothing is happening. Nothing will happen. If actually the reps do something that we have not seen before, I won't wear suit tomorrow morning. I'm telling you.
All right.
I gave my word.
Nigerian lawmakers.
You will not see me here wearing suit tomorrow morning.
Femi has dropped that challenge.
Nothing will happen.
I want him to come to the
Nigerians
studio.
are saying we should suspend. They will not be suspended. No, I didn't. I say suit. I didn't say I won't wear shirt. By the way. These are some of the issues. Why you just shame?
Yeah.
And Nigerian police has released statement to us. They first said that nobody should be saying they have IG in their pocket or something. The IG, his name should not be brought in. Another one, they say they're on top of the matter and everybody is cooperating with investigation. What are you investigating? You are just making it to look like this is one espionage case that you are putting all your what was there? This guy will slap again. Another rep will slap again. Another big man will slap again.
Like that.
Some people in their offices slap their subordinates. I think it's a Nigerian thing. The moment you just think you are above somebody, you think you can just wreck whatever you want to say. But then we make them.
It is.
I keep saying this.
They
are the Frankensteins that we made.
Of course. And just for the laugh, someone said when God created Nigeria, he went to the backyard to laugh because of the whole anyhowness in this country.
That's just the truth.
But as a people, we have to, continue to hold our public officials accountable. They have to be responsible. The fact that this man was being recorded and he says, yes, record me. Record me. Yes, my name is this. I'm representing this constituency.
He even said that I won't tell my police to beat you. I will personally beat you.
I mean, it is what it is. Okay. But then it shows the quality of leaders that we elect into positions of power. So it's entirely the fault of the people. I'm not saying yes, it's the fault of people that the lawmaker went out to start slapping people. But we see the kind of people they are, and we edge them on, we encourage them in a way or two. That's the show this morning. Thank you for being a wonderful companion. Thank you, Femi, for your thoughts and take.
Thank you, dear Honorable.
We make a return tomorrow for another edition of Spring Trends. Until then, please control your anger and your hands.
Before we go, there is a particular station that we collect this morning. We'll give you the gist tomorrow.
Which station?
Let's go.
Bye-bye.